I was working at a prestigious financial firm in New York, surrounded by brilliant minds and an exceptional boss whom I deeply admired. I had a stable job, an enviable salary, and a promising career ahead. But deep inside, something was screaming for more. Then, one day, I gathered the courage and went to my boss. I looked him in the eyes and said, "I'm going to start a company selling books on the internet." He listened carefully as we walked through Central Park. He thought for a moment, reflected, and finally said, "That sounds like a great idea. But it would be even better for someone who doesn't already have such a great job." At that moment, my life changed. In life, you can have a job. You can have a career. Or you can have a calling. And if you manage to find your calling, you've hit the ultimate jackpot, because that is true fulfillment. That I met Jeff Bezos 25 years ago. He approached me with a bold proposition. "Dave, I want you to invest in my company." "What are you creating?" "I'm going to open a bookstore. In my garage." I laughed. "In your garage? And how is that going to work?" "Going to put books online. People will buy them, and I'll ship the orders directly from my garage. And if you invest in me now, one day, I will be the richest man in the world. I'll generate over $100 billion. At the time, the idea of a $100 billion business seemed impossible. Even countries didn't have that kind of debt. But there he was, a 26-year-old man, looking me in the eyes with absolute conviction, telling me he would become the wealthiest man on the planet. And I doubted him. I laughed. But that was the difference between us. While I was laughing, he was already celebrating. While I was doubting, he was believing. While I saw a distant dream, he saw the inevitable. He saw the future. Before anyone else. And what did I learn from that? Follow your passion. Don't chase what's trendy. Trends fade. But passion. Passion builds empires. In the end, I made a decision. I abandoned security. I chose uncertainty. Because I knew that if I tried and failed, I would learn. But if I never tried, I would spend the rest of my life wondering, what if? And that doubt. That is the worst of all. Since childhood, I had the mind of an inventor. I created traps to prank my siblings, built solar ovens with aluminum foil, and designed automatic gate closers. Creating and innovating had always been a part of me. And one of my favorite phrases comes from the military: slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. Success doesn't come from reckless speed, but from consistency, strategy, and steady progress. You will face challenges. That is inevitable. But here's the truth: don't just take pride in the talents you were born with. Take pride in the effort you put into what you do. Your intelligence, your creativity, your skills. Those are gifts. But your discipline, your resilience, your courage. Those are choices. And your choices will define your destiny. Each of us has the power to decide what kind of life we want to live. Will you let inertia hold you back, or will you follow your passion? Will you take the safe path, or will you carve your own? Will you seek comfort? Or impact? Will you give up when things get tough? Or will you be relentless? When you're 80 years old, looking back on your life, what will you be most proud of? The times you played it safe? Or the times you leaped into the unknown and transformed your life? We are living in the greatest era in history. The opportunities are endless. There has never been a better time to create, innovate, and grow. And now, in front of you, lies a blank book. A new chapter. Your story begins now. What will you choose?